Welcome to a new week at Iconic Motorbikes. For today's shop walk, we got a bunch of new bikes to lift. Let's take a look. First off, we've been married to this Victory. A buddy gave it to his friend and had us redo all the chrome, had a ton of corrosion. This one's finally back together, finally going back home. Big news, the 999R that is on Daniel's lift is a runner. We got new belts, fresh fluids. What else?
Fresh fluids, new belts.
Did you figure out that radiator leak yet?
Yeah, just fix that right now.
Cool. Can we hear it run real quick?
Yeah.
Desired exhaust, which is neat. You don't see these often. And here we go. The feature bike of the day on his lift. This is a Bimota SB8RS. So if you don't know what a Bimota is, the first letter is typically the brand of the motor. So S being Suzuki, B being Bimota, and 8, which would be the 8th bike that they've done in the series, has a TLR motor, and everything else is pretty much their own, other than maybe the TLR gauges and some wiring, that sort of thing. But as you can see, the RS has some features that the R doesn't have. You've got these gold fork legs, you got a bit more gold, a little bit more bling than you do on the regular R model. Full carbon fiber body. A piece of the frame is carbon fiber as well. So the TLR itself had a major problem with its rear shock. The rear damper failed a lot. This obviously has been all sorted out. It has the O-leans mounted up here. It's got the piggyback back here. Kind of interesting location for the shock, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It made it harder to stick your hands in there.
And that's the thing about Bimota, they don't necessarily figure out the easiest way to work on it, but they're super cool. So really beautiful work. You can see their name kind of in the swing arm. It's molded in there. Again, this is all carbon fiber. It's one of the few carbon fiber frame bikes back in the day. I think one of the first guys to do that. As opposed to a regular TLR radiator, you've got 2 mounted on the side, kind of like you see on a Trick RC51. Problem with this bike is, if you look right here, got a bunch of corrosion. It was stored in Pennsylvania for a long time. So we've got new valve covers going on it. It's got a magnesium base, and magnesium has a tendency to build this kind of crystal on it. So, you know, we'll get this one going back together pretty soon. TLR motor once again, Bimota electronics. The fuel injection is also Bimota, so they kind of spruce them up a little bit. A bit more power than you get on a TLR, but you know, a little mix of Japanese and Italian. Can't go wrong.
It sounds really good too when it runs.
Did you start this one already?
Not yet.
Right? Not, but
But
we've
I
had a
will.
few other ones.
Yeah.
And as you can see, TLR gauge, Bimota ECU. And God forbid you have a problem with that Bimota ECU, they're difficult to get.
Yeah.
Over here, Josh is working on another mini bike. So this is another GAG 50. You just saw the GAG 50, the pink one that went on there recently. This is the Gixxer 50 version of that. So same motor, same power plant as the pink one that you saw, but a little bit more masculine. Can we say that?
A little more fancy looking, yeah, a little less ladylike.
A little bit, there you go. This one's really nice, only has 1,672 kilometers probably, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
So 900 miles, a little bit less than that. And super clean example. So I'll put this one on the auction site pretty soon. Ollie's still out. Unfortunately, he'll be back soon. And last, we're finishing on the Mondial. We've talked about this bike before. This one just got a new fuel line. It's a common problem with these bikes to fail. We went ahead and sourced that and fixed that, right?
And had one made.
Had one made, there you go. If you don't know about this bike, carbon fiber swing arm. It's got a little bit of aluminum extrusion in there for bracing, but ultimately it's an RC51 motor and a trellis frame, and pretty custom, right?
Pretty neat bike.
Yeah, they're really cool. I've ridden a couple of them, a few of them actually. It's great because even like things like the fender, which most people take off and cut off, is made of carbon fiber. And this little, I showed you in an earlier video, a little tiny compartment here for putting.
I don't think that's locked. No.
Oh, there you go. You can put pretty much nothing in there, so
Yeah.
that's absolutely useless.
Your Marlboro Reds.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, if you have the golds, it won't fit.
It's got projection stacked headlights. And again, this one's sold, so we're heading it back. If you notice there's no stripes in this bike, you could actually have that as an option. You could order it with or without the blue stripes on the side. So this one was ordered without, and pretty much it.
Neat bike.
Yep, yes sir. Thank you very much. Thanks for the shop walk today, and we'll see you next time. Cool.